good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some... Applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Bird to return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. 34-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the ground, Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Goff now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're basking behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Third and 2. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Damiere Byrd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. So he missed his long field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Rams 7, Vikings 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Skirts by him at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Eason to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Well, tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, McCaffrey down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
McCaffrey on the handoff. Darren Lee on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, then stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he returns this to the 22.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 25 on second down, Goff. And now a first down past the 40. As we get this one up to the 44-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, Michel. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, gone. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Eason. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Vikings 16, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to let it go again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Demir.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
On to punt for the Rams.
Fielded at about the 28. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Rams set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Demir Bird, 83 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
Sam Sloman.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on first down. Henderson. A pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Goff. Will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Finding room at the 30. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one good for 33 and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They're more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. Eluding the pressure right. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Vikings 1st down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of
of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Eason on second down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third down.
To the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 24, Goff. Throw caught here by Bird. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a first down throw. Gone. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was put also on the defense.
They're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. And it's incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but, yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Minnesota, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.